So our focus was on embedding higher level vocabulary throughout school and developing a culture for talk. This was something we wanted to do because we wanted to make sure that our curriculum was really cohesive and it offered loads of opportunities for the children to really develop a love of reading and to try and really give them loads of different opportunities for developing their spoken language and their vocabulary. So that meant looking at our spelling curriculum, our reading curriculum, making sure our writing curriculum and our broader curriculum had lots and lots of different opportunities for debate, understanding where new words came from, making sure that they had loads of opportunities in real life context to practice, planning for speaking and also speaking.
Why did you choose to do it?
So we chose this as our focus area because experience tells us, and increasingly more and more research is telling us, that children that speak well write well. And I think we're all familiar with the word gap research that says children that come from language-rich homes before the age of 3 hear 3 million more words than children from other backgrounds. So it was really important to us to make sure that we provided every child in our school, no matter what their starting point, with what Ofsted are calling cultural capital, but what we know is just really experienced a high quality text, loads of books, people that love reading, people that love language, poetry, curriculum opportunities for debate and drama, and just making sure that every child gets the same start, and the best start really when it comes to love of reading, writing and language.
Okay, so in September 2018 at Avonmore we rolled out 4 different initiatives. So I'm going to tell you about 2 and then Gemma Mullins is going to tell you about 2 others. The first one is called Mrs. Wordsmith. It's a programme that allows you to explicitly teach vocabulary to children. It's 10,000 words and we aim to teach them between the ages, between year 3 and year 5, so that year 6 is a consolidation year. They are fun lessons, so the illustrations are hilarious, there's quite a lot of laughter within the classroom, and we believe that enjoyment and love of language is really going to help children use language correctly and precisely. So we teach it once a week for half an hour. It's to complement our guided reading, and within guided reading we're also explicitly teaching language and looking at language patterns. The second programme is something called Reading Gladiators, and the idea is that everyone from year 2 upwards within the school is a reading gladiator, and that they will be resilient and they will read the books. So between each half term we set one book, and then they're supported if they need support in book groups with TAs or with class teachers, and then at the end of each half term we have no lessons on a Friday and no assembly, and there's a big buzz within the school. Yeah, it's really nice. They sometimes make artwork which are associated with the books that they've read. We can do some drama based off the characters or different situations. And that's to make sure that children are reading high-level texts. We have purposefully provided the children with a small library and all of those high-level texts. But we do know by the end of the year that most children will have read at least 6 books and have a pretty good grasp of the characters and the language within them.
Okay, so the third initiative that I'm going to talk about is debate. We implemented it in 2 ways throughout the school. Firstly, we explicitly taught debate on a 7-session bespoke programme of study to our current Year 5 cohort. These are children who had very limited, if any, experience of debate. So it began by explicitly teaching them the vocabulary, the routines, the etiquette, and the level of formality that is associated with formal debate. So that worked really, really well for our children. They really, really enjoyed it. The second part of our implementation process was to make sure that all of our teachers and TAs were really well trained on how to implement debate skills through their lessons. So we can ensure that although our upper key stage 2 children are explicitly trained on high level debate skills, that reaches out across our entire school, from EYFS right up to upper key stage 2. So we made sure that teachers had sort of a resource bank of loads of really fun games and different ways in which they can maximise the debate and speaking and listening skills in their classrooms. And going forward, we'll continue to teach our Year 5s the 7-part programme of debate, so that our upper key stage 2 children have that explicit training whilst also ensuring that it filters through our entire school as well. And then sort of to follow on from the debate programme, we also developed student ambassadors, which has really taken off this year, and we opened up to our year 5 and 6 children. And those children had to apply to become an ambassador, they had to take part in training, they had to write notes, they had to practice on giving school tours. So they are really the sort of the front of house of Avonmore. So they have shown around prospective parents. When we took part in the peer review, they also took around the people who are involved in that. And for us, I think as a school, it has been so positive, because so many people who come and visit Avonmore come away being absolutely blown away by the level of professionalism, the articulacy, and just the confidence of our pupil ambassadors. And it gives them a wonderful opportunity to apply those speaking and listening skills to that real life context. If you would like to develop a culture of talk further in your school, please do contact myself or Miss Henman. We are the joint English team at Avonmore, and our details will follow.
And we'd love to have you at school.